nag-reject, hindi tayo nag-complain. So in other words, pumayag tayo na from 18 months, magiging 10 months na lang po yung period of rejection. In
Bagong amendments, inuna muna nila yung period of approval or rejection.
The deadline of November 30, we had a joint meeting here in the House of Representatives. We asked you or your representatives.
I got this just now. So what's the essence of the letter? What's
The essence of the letter is the WHO, despite the policy that they cannot participate, are open to any queries from your committees so that they can shed light to it. But there is also a statement from them that they may have to refer some matters regarding the IHR amendments, if these are your queries, to the WHO Geneva, the headquarters.
All right. Congressman Ace Barbers, Chairman, you are acknowledged. Welcome. Thank you, sir. Congressman,
Yes.
Chair.
Mr. Chair, sige, Usec Tayag, I think galing sa DOH itong letter, ano? I think maliwanag dito, yung issue dati ni Chairman Fernandez was that yung kailan exactly kailangan mag-reject ng mga amendments. Based on the letter that you sent us, the attachment, it states here clearly the period to submit reservation or on the first paragraph, on the first full paragraph under procedural amendments in the IHR adopted in May 2022, sinabi po ninyo in the second sentence, the period to submit reservations or rejection for the adopted amendments was on the 18th month after notification of the WHO Director General or last November 30, 2023. So for Articles 50, 59, 61, 62, and 63, tapos na yung period for reservation or rejection. So tama si Chair Fernandez when he said, nung binilang niya noon, tapos na.
Sir, those articles refer to...
No, I'm asking. I'm not asking first what is inside this. I'm just saying, I'm stressing a point that Chairman Fernandez has been putting forth this issue that na hindi niyo masagot 2 meetings ago and up to last meeting that merong mga naglapse na. And these are for Articles 55, 59, 61, 62, 63. Adopted na siya, November 30. Is that
Sir,
correct?
Your Honor, I also referred in the last session, in the last meeting, that there are still discussions on the remaining articles of the IHR amendment.
Yes, but then based on the attached letter you wrote, that you attached to your letter, it's clearly stated the particular IHR amendments adopted by the 75th World Health Assembly, WHA 75, through resolution WHA 75.12 in May 2020 cover only 55, 59, 61, 62, 63. The second sentence reads, the period to submit reservation or rejection for the adopted amendments was on the 18th month after notification of WHO Director General or last November 30, 2023. So that refers to tapos na yung period.
Yes, sir. And those
Yeah,
articles...
but that was the question of
Sir,
Chairman
kasi,
Dan.
if I may be allowed
Yes.
to explain, Your Honor, those articles refers to the period of any approval or revocation. So from 18 months, inorten na nila sa 12 months. So therefore...
Wait, Maliga.
Yes, po.
Usec Tayag, you read your constitution of the WHO and the International Health Regulation. It specifically states that from 18 months, it will be reduced to 10 months. So prior to that, nung May 2022, when these amendments were adopted and the period of rejection and amendments na 18 months lapses on November 30. We conducted a hearing 2 weeks prior to the expiration, and we were asking about these amendments. And sabi nyo, hindi pa naman yan, hindi pa naman. Wait, Usec Tayag. Ang sabi nyo, hindi pa naman siya final. But in all reality, etong sinasabi ninyo, hindi tayo nag-reject, hindi tayo nag-complain. So in other words, pumayag tayo na from 18 months, magiging 10 months na lang po yung period of rejection in the next ratification that will be conducted on May 2024 this year. Ito po yung iraratify na po nila yung amendments na from 18 months, magiging 10 months, and from 24 months upon ratification sa May 24 ng lahat ng amendments na yon, then 1 year, it will all be implemented. And that's also worries us. Kasi nga, ang mangyayari po dito, kung ma-approvean to, co-chair, sa May 2024, which later I'll be showing a video about it, all over the world, ganun po nangyayari. And so many parliamentarians are asking why there will be a one World Health Protocol that will be initiated by those people, a member state na hindi naman po sila kilala, hindi naman sila elected. Lahat po tayo mga parliamentarians sa buong mundo will not be consulted. We were not even consulted on this. Hindi namin alam that we will be all binded with this protocol ng WHO. Kaya that worries us, no? Kaya siguro since lapse na to in accordance with the rule of the WHO, anong gagawin natin? Basta na lang tayo makikinig kung ano sasabihin ng WHO. Co-chair, go ahead.
No, you will respond, no? But Usec Tayag, what is worrisome is that we had a joint meeting before this time, and the chair then asked the resource persons, including DOH, and during that time, parang ang sinasabi nga sa amin, wala pang deadline. Next year pa yan. But then now you submit a letter saying na deadline na pala tayo noong November 30. That is what is worrisome. So if you have no one in charge, no one knowing what is happening, baka accede tayo na accede sa kung ano-anong amendments that the Philippines, in fact, does not know what is happening anymore. Again po, I think the records can show that we had a meeting prior to November 30. Yes. And that was asked already. And
1 week before,
response was, babalik pa kayo, hindi pa sure. I don't know if you were the one here or it was a but the point is, it doesn't matter if it was you or any other person. Dapat you sent someone who was authorized by the DOH.
Ang problem, kasi go ahead.
Your Honor, the International Health Regulations of 2005 has several articles. Now, the 75th Assembly, which was in 2022, that was put into force, the deadline pertained only to the period, as very well explained by Chairperson Dan, from 18 months, 12 months na lang. And then that each member state, for the new amendments, kasi may bagong amendments, inuna muna nila yung period of approval or rejection, it will be on the 77th World Health Assembly this May. And so therefore, doon mag-uumpisa po na instead of 18 months, 12 months na lang, but each member state has 10 months after the May World Health Assembly session to reject or approve the amendments that will be introduced.
You do not see the problem that we are pointing out. Before, substantial po yan, the time periods, the prescription period. Ano po yan? That is essential. Ano yung substantial yan? Pero 1 week before the deadline of November 30, we had a joint meeting here in the House of Representatives. We asked you or your representatives.
I was not.
But again, it was the department was here. We asked kung kailan ang deadline. Again po, ang sinabi sa amin, babalik pa sa amin, hindi pa nila sure. Chairman Dan was already pointing out, tapos na. Next week na, deadline na. But then your representatives told us, you have to check pa. So the point is, yung 18 months nga, walang may alam sa DOH kung ano nangyayari. Now that you have agreed to 10 months, that will bind the whole Philippines now. Kung yung 18 months nga, hindi nyo nga masabi kailan deadline, the 10 months now. That's substantial po. Do you see the problem? Do you understand what we are concerned about?
Sir, I understand, but I was just informed of what transpired during those days, which I was not.
Okay, what transpired according to your, para maliwanag po tayo, what transpired? Recall po, kahit tingnan yung records, and sure, tinanong ni Chairman Daniel, he was already insisting na padating na ang deadline. But then, DOH in fact was dismissive about the point of the chairperson at that point in time. Again po, syempre, we gave a lot of weight to what DOH was saying, but now you come back with a letter saying that tapos na nga. So effectively, sinabi niya, tama si Chair Dan. Yun yung worrisome eh. And then now you dismiss it as saying na di naman substantive yan. Kasi binabaan lang namin from 18 months to 12 months or sabi nga Chair Dan, 10 months. But that is substantive. So,
and as a matter of fact, Mr. Chair, Co-Chair, that is substantive on the merit of trying to reduce the substantial time for the 194 countries to issue rejection or amendments. From 18 months, ni-reduce nila yan sa 10 months. And then, the ratification was also reduced from 24 months to 12 months. So in other words, there is an issue of not us finding it out why there was a substantial reduction for the rejection of the proposal. Even as parliamentarians and all over the world, like New Zealand, UK, America, they are all asking why the 194 unelected, unknown representative are deciding for all of us. They are the one deciding, not us. We are elected people, and we don't know about this.
Chair,
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because we don't even know who are our representative, and they are representing us.
pero Chair Dan, in addition to that, ang worrisome talaga, the DOH itself is not aware of
Yeah.
the deadlines. Because
Anyway.
they appeared here. But wait, Usec Tayag wants
Okay.
to respond.
Sir, the context for the shortening the duration is the
Hindi, wag yung
urgency.
context muna. Yung unang tanong, bakit hindi ninyo alam na deadline na nung November 30? You had representatives in this joint committee before that day. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, Chairman Dan was insisting padating na yung deadline. Why did you not know na may deadline in a week's time? That is the worrisome thing. Aside from the substantial. Pero yung hindi nyo rin alam paano ngayon? Baka mamaya dami na mangyayari, hindi natin alam.
Sir, I was informed that the context, the understanding of that Department of Health representatives was on the 300 plus amendments rather than the period that was shortened, Your
No,
Honor.
it was all amendments.
The,
Again,
anyway,
Usec Tayag, sana tapos na ito mga excuses. Ang point is, kailangan pag pumupunta kayo sa committee, kahit hindi nga kayo pumunta dito, you must all do your complete staff work. Alam niyo, you know DOH inside and out. Alam niyo lahat ng obligations, duties, responsibilities ninyo. Hindi yung you had to take Chairman Dan to mention it. And now, ang excuse niyo, baka ibang kasing amendment yung ang intindi niyo, ibang amendment. That is, I
As a
cannot
matter
say
of
the
fact,
word.
ano,
I cannot say the word, but
okay.
I want to say a word.
Your Honor, I
Thank you.
my
Wait, Yusek, you are not yet recognized. So, medyo I can feel the frustration ni chairman, no? Because during the time that we were discussing this Usec Tayag, he was even trying to contemplate that the issue that I was tackling was based on the wrong information, and he was giving you the benefit of the doubt that my premise during that time was wrong. And as a matter of fact, ay sinabi nyo that still we will be having a couple of meetings to talk about that amendments doon sa international health regulation on the time element that was initially will be amended at will ratified on May 2024. And since nangyari na po yan, moving forward na tayo, huwag na po tayo magtalo-talo, no? Para sa ganun, I think it is incumbent upon you, being a public official, to accept mistake as well. Because this is a big mistake that you were trying to tell us that the amendment period during that time will be beyond December 1, beyond November 30. But the reality of the situation, based on the constitution of the WHO and the International Health Regulation that was adopted in 2005, we're saying that 18 months lapses on November 30. And I was right. But I was not insistent during that time because we are giving you the benefit of the doubt to debunk our claim. But unfortunately, you were not able to do so. As a matter of fact, you wrote a letter right now and telling